Hey there, this is Ravindra Pawai here. Would you like to learn how to create a perfect resume for your next job search? In this video, I am going to help you with a perfect resume script in order to boost your next job search. So let's jump into the mind map. So we are today going to discuss about how to create a perfect resume. In today's topic, we are going to talk about four aspects. First, we are going to talk about concepts. The second thing is about resume script. Third thing is about formula, and fourth, I would be giving you an action points to close this video. Right? So let's jump into the concept. Now, when we are writing a resume, you need to understand there are some concepts which you need to follow in your heart. Okay. So what are those concepts? First concept is basically treat resume as your marketing brochure. Okay. Now, if you are somebody who's going to write a resume like a brochure, marketing brochure, telling the recruiter specific things about you, definitely it will have an impact on your profile, right? The second thing is about resume is not everything. You need to understand resume can get you a call, okay, but to crack the interview and to get a job, a right job, you require to have certain amount of skill set. So don't treat resume as a holistic approach. And the third concept which I want you to talk about is basically resume should match your potential. Now, what does it mean by resume should match your potential? Now, you need to understand over here that if your resume or profile is over delivering or under delivering than your potential, your chances of getting selected gets weakened, right? You will not be getting selected if your profile is under delivering or over delivering. It should be exact match to what you are currently doing it or what are your potentials at. Now let us understand what is resume script. Now in resume script we are having 10 pointers, okay, and I would want you to take maximum note of these pointers. The first pointer is basically there has to be a two-page resume, not more than two-page resume. Now, what does it mean by two-page resume? See, irrespective of all the experience level, you need to understand one fact that a recruiter attention span is of only 8 seconds. Okay, and if you are going to not get those attention span due to longer resume, your candidature is going to get weaker, right? So what you need to do is first thing, if your resume is longer, curtail down to two things. Okay, first divide between cover letter and resume, and second make your resume a two-page resume. Now, what does it mean by cover letter? Now, cover letter, resume is your marketing brochure, okay, and cover letter is basically in your sales speech, right? If you are going to treat your cover letter as a sales speech, I'm sure you are going to get your next job pretty soon. The second thing is about focusing on solution. There are a lot of times what happens is basically people keep on writing resumes they keep on writing about lot of things, okay, about the information. See, resume is not only about information. Resume should solve a particular problem as well. So for example, if you are a salesperson, if you are a marketing person, you are an accounts person, what kind of problem are you solving, okay, that you need to specifically mention in your resume, okay. And the more you're going to be specified on your solution for solving, definitely you're going to create a massive impact of your profile. The third thing which I want you to make a note of it is basically the knowing the resume type. See, every person would not be fitting into the all the resume types. So there are mainly four types. First type is basically a chronological resume, wherein you basically start with your first job, okay, and then uh, go to the later pages uh, till your current job, right? The second order is basically a reverse chronological. Now, in this type of resume, you start with a later job, and then in the later pages you go into the first job. Okay, right? And the third thing is about combination. It's basically a combination of both the things. The fourth thing is about targeted resume. Now, what does it mean by targeted resume? Targeted resume basically targets on particular thing within the resume wherein you would like to put your focus upon, right? So these are the resume type. You need to understand which resume type you are falling into. Fourth point is basically about reverse chronological order. 90% of the human being, okay, falls into this. 90% of the job seekers falls under the reverse chronological order. Now, what do I mean to say by reverse chronological order? See, you need to understand while making any kind of resumes, you have to keep attention towards recruiter, not at yourself. So whenever you are writing any resume, make sure that you're going to write resume from a recruiter's point of view. So what does it mean by recruiter's point of view? You need to understand what are those things which are really important from a recruiter's point of view. Number one, your skill set. Number two, your qualification. Number three, which job you're currently doing at. Okay. So the more you're going to write these three things on page one, definitely it is going to have a long-term impact on your profile. The fifth point is basically about role centric approach. Now, there are a lot of times people are not concerned with what kind of role they are targeting to apply for, right? They target the resume in such a way, they make the resume in such a way wherein people will not be able to understand what kind of role they are trying to seek for. And the more you're going to make the recruiter confused, the recruiters are not going to call you. Okay, so you need to be specified your everything about the job hunting during the headline or career objective or career summary section. You need to be very precise in telling them what kind of job you are looking out for, right? The sixth point is about focus on KSA. As I told you in the reverse chronological order, the first page of your resume should focus on KSA. So what does it mean by KSA? KSA is nothing but knowledge, skills and ability. Knowledge means your qualification, skills means your key skills, and abilities are not nothing but your competencies, right? So the more you're going to write on the page one, it is going to have a larger impact of your profile. The seventh point is about highlighting results and achievements. Now, what does it mean by highlighting results and achievement? You need to understand that whenever we work at any of the organization or whenever we have done the academic qualification, we might have done some kind of achievement or accomplishment. It can be a project report, it can be a work project on a specific role. You need to mention in certain way wherein you'll be able to give them a clear idea what kind of achievement you have done in your career, whether it was being a team player, whether it was being a team leader. You need to be precisely communicate throughout your resume in order to gauge the right attention of a right recruiter, right? The eighth point is about following a car principle. Now this is something which I want you to make a note of it and put it into an action right away. Now what does it mean by car principle? Car principle is nothing but challenge, action, and result. So whenever you are going to write a resume, okay, or whenever you are going to write a, a current employment, okay, under the current employment, type three things, okay, bifurcate your achievement in three things. What was your challenge when you joined? What action you took, and what result you got? The more you are going to write in these three things, definitely it is going to create a massive impact for you. The ninth is basically about creating multiple resume template. Now, what does it mean by multiple resume template? Now, people get confused a lot of times. They do not understand that resume making is not just about creating one resume. You need to have a job centric resume every time you apply for a different job. So for example, if you are somebody who doesn't have a specialization, right, but you want to work with any kind of role which has some kind of a specialization, then you need to make your resume in such a certain way wherein you'll be basically focusing upon certain kind of specialized role. Okay, so for example, if I have to give you an example, if you're somebody who's into an accounts and finance and you are looking out for a role which is into a kind of an accounting receivables, right? So you want to make your specialization into either receivables or payables or into a vendor management. Then you need to create your resume in three different ways, specifically focusing upon why you want to get into that job and why you should get hired. That should be included into your cover letter. Great. The 10th point is basically about creating a brand recall value. Now, what does it mean by brand recall value? Brand recall value is nothing but after going through your resume, okay, how does recruiter is going to feel and how does recruiter is going to put himself uh, reminding about you, okay, and the more you're creating a brand recall value, during your resume preparation, the more your resume is going to have a larger impact. So let us understand what does it mean by formula we are having. So first formula is basically whenever you're getting entry into a career, or whenever you want to upskill yourself, okay, find a mentor with whom you can resonate yourself. The second thing is about follow a structured learning process. Now, there are a lot of things which you can do it in your career, but you need to follow a structured learning. Without structured learning, nothing can be possible for you, right? And the third thing is basically take massive actions. Now, what does it mean by massive actions? My mentor always says that you don't have to be ready to get ready, right? So, what does it mean by not getting ready to get ready? It means that you don't have to procrastinate everything you do in your life. You need to take massive actions and then you need to alter, right? So things will definitely work for you if you do it in this way. The fourth point is basically about action points. Now, I have some kind of gifts to you over here. The first gift I would like you to claim over here is basically I've created a Facebook group called as Job Hunters Mastermind, which is specifically for somebody who want to grow in their career. And this group, I would like you to get invite for, right? I'll be putting a link of this group under this description, and I want you to basically join this group and be part of this learning process, right? The second gift I want to give you is basically join my Telegram group, okay, where I would be keep on sharing my articles, blogs, different kinds of videos as well, right? Podcasts as well. So you can be a part of that group as well. The link of the Telegram channel will again be given into the description box. And the third thing is basically, if you want to take your career in the right direction, I invite you to be a part of my next live programs, which is happening shortly. So, if you are somebody who want to take your career to the next level, I invite you to be a part of this program by clicking the link below into the description. And I'll see you over there. I wish you all the very best uh, for your career and do well in your career. Thank you so much. Bye bye.